Thank you for being here. Today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to Molly Ivins. Molly Ivins was an American newspaper columnist, author, political commentator, and humorist. She was born in California and raised in Texas. Her reporting changed the landscape of Texas politics. Ivins brilliantly used humor to challenge the people in positions of authority who abused their power, and she used satire in her writing to make more serious points. For instance, in the essay Taking a Stab at Our Infatuation with Guns from 1993, she writes, "Let me start this discussion by pointing out that I am not anti-gun. I'm pro-knife. Consider the merits of the knife. In the first place, you have to catch up with someone in order to stab him. A general substitution of knives for guns would promote physical fitness. We'd turn into a whole nation of great runners. Plus, knives don't ricochet, and people are seldom killed while cleaning their knives. As a civil libertarian, I of course support the Second Amendment, and I believe it means exactly what it says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. 14-year-old boys are not part of a well-regulated militia. Members of wacky religious cults are not part of a well-regulated militia. Permitting unregulated citizens to have guns is destroying the security of this free state. I am intrigued by the arguments of those who claim to follow the judicial doctrine of original intent. How do they know it was the dearest wish of Thomas Jefferson's heart that teenage drug dealers should cruise the cities of this nation, perforating their fellow citizens with assault rifles? Channeling? Molly Ivins was tall, and one of the great quotes that she said about her height was that being tall helped. Being 6 feet tall, she said, "You know, nobody ever looked at me and said, 'Oh, you poor, sweet, dainty, fragile little thing. We couldn't possibly send you out to cover a fire.' It was always, 'Ivins, get your ass out there.'" If you'd like to learn more about the life of Molly Ivins, you have to check out the new documentary about her life on Hulu.
All right, I have come to cheer y'all up about the state of politics in this great nation. I know you think that it is looking dark and gloomy. Cheer up, it could always be worse. You could be living in Texas.
I bring to you our own Molly Ivins.
Molly Ivins appeared in papers all over the country.
How many legendary print journalists are there?
I'm a Texan. I drive a pickup truck. I drink beer. I hunt. I'm a liberal. So what?
Molly came in like a house of fire, making riotous fun of the legislature.
Representative so-and-so has the IQ of an adolescent pissant. I see him in the Capitol the next day, and they say, "Baby, you put my name in your paper."
I accidentally became an authority on George W. Bush. Like the guy who climbed Everest, it was there.
The people who Molly took apart were the right people to aim at, and they knew it.
What's your take on Newt?
The draft-dodging, dope-smoking, deadbeat dad who divorced his dying wife?
Molly could be very rough on progressives.
In my opinion, the Democratic leadership is gutless to an extraordinary extent. I had been asked to join the New York Times.
They wanted Molly for the unique voice, the iconoclast, but they wanted her to fit into the times. As we say in Texas, that dog don't hunt.
Damn, it's good to be back home again. One can make a difference in Texas. What the hell they need with one more liberal in Berkeley, California, for God's sake?
Texas has always been the national laboratory for bad government.
Major daily publications were buying her column and not running it.
You bet there's censorship. Anytime you do the kind of work Molly did, there's a price to pay for it.
Molly got death threats, threatening letters.
I think of you as a hateful, lying left liberal.
We keep pretending that the political spectrum runs from right to left. It doesn't. It runs from top to bottom. It's not those people in Washington. It's not those people in your state capital. This country is run by us.
Somebody has got to look them in the eye and speak truth. And she did.